Hi there, and thanks for clicking on this link. We may never have personally met, but I do know at least two things about you. Number one, you want to build or contribute to a winning arts or athletic programs at your high school. And two, you really don't want to have to worry about funds or fundraising and would like to put these and other important program building activities on autopilot so that you can focus your efforts on other things that you have and need to do. Hi, I'm Michael Walsh. I'm president of BetterBoosterClubs.com. As many of you have probably already experienced, budget cuts have forced many schools to cut or curtail funding, even eliminate programs altogether in the area of extracurricular activities in high schools. To make up the difference, a lot of schools have had to drop certain activities or entire programs altogether. Others have gone to charging ever-increasing participation fees that prevent at least some people from participating or participating in multiple activities. I think that's a shame because these activities, in my own experience, are often once-in-a-lifetime opportunities that build self-esteem, discipline, and character, and contribute significantly to the well-roundedness of a young person's education. They also teach lifelong lessons that are going to benefit these students and make them better forever. I know firsthand the value of high school arts and athletic activities and the values that they teach as a result of my own participation. When I was in high school, I was fortunate to really have done it all, or almost anyway. I played football and basketball. I ran track and played golf. I sang in the boys' chorus. I participated in musicals and was the president of my class. In fact, in my high school, it was equally as cool to be in the boys' chorus as it was to play football. Pretty unique. And we were really good in both. In chorus, in fact, which involved over 120 guys, which was half the male population in our high school, we recorded albums. We went on an annual tour. We sang for the Vice President in the White House and opened the Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. my senior year. In football, we never lost a game and won state championships in all 4 of my years. We were so good, in fact, that my high school coach was named National High School Coach of the Year my senior year. And I learned and benefited tremendously from these experiences. In fact, I can honestly say that I wouldn't be the person and success that I am today if I hadn't have had them. So I can speak to the value of these activities and the values that they teach firsthand. I also witnessed, experienced, and can share with you what it takes to develop and sustain a winning program. Like you, I've had to do my share of fundraising too. In fact, I've knocked on many doors, just like you may have done or your kids have had to do. But instead of selling restaurant cards and coupon books and other things like the kids do today, we sold boxes of candy, world's finest chocolate, in fact. And we did a variety of other more familiar fundraising activities too. When I was a junior in high school, I was the top salesperson in my high school for one of the activities that I was involved in. I sold well over 2,000 boxes of candy that year. But in my senior year, I really didn't want to work that hard. I wasn't lazy. I just got smart, like kids are supposed to do from year to year. So instead of going door to door in the dead of winter, like I had the year before, I devised a new and what turned out to be a much better, more efficient and effective fundraising strategy. And it worked wonderfully. In fact, I netted more than double the funds I'd raised the year before. And rather than knocking on over 3,000 doors in the dead of winter, I called on just 6 people, businesses in particular, and all told, it took me less than a day. When I was in college, I was a successful middle school and high school coach. In fact, the football teams I worked with in the 2 years I coached never lost a game. During that time, I also raised a lot of money and was able to provide my team with all new equipment and uniforms, which was accomplished with just 2 calls in those days. So I learned at a relatively early age how to raise a significant amount of funds with not a lot of effort too. And now and for the past 30 years, I've been involved in helping other nonprofit groups just like yours professionally in my consulting practice. When I finished college, I was recruited to become a development director or chief fundraising officer of a high school. I was tasked with all fundraising and public relations and student recruitment activities. And like most high school staff, I was also given the opportunity and chance to coach football and basketball too. It was a lot of work, but it also was a blast, and we and I had a lot of success. So 3 years later, in 1984, I started my own consulting firm, helping schools and other nonprofit groups just like yours reach their full and financial potential. And since that time, I've worked with and have helped over 400 groups, helping them to raise well over $500 million for their various and very deserving causes. Several years ago now, as I was asked by my son's high school football coach to help out with their Boosters Club, which had actually lost $3,000 due to excess merchandise in their Booster Club store from the year before. I suggested that we do things a little differently than in years past, that we cut back on our efforts in some areas and expand efforts in others. I promised it would result in raising more funds, recruiting and retaining more program participants, that it would result in attracting more fans and building and sustaining a consistently winning program. I got to tell you, I met with some very early but strong resistance, but fortunately, much of what I suggested was actually implemented. And what we did led to almost immediate and substantial benefits. In the first year alone, we raised almost $53,000 more than we had the year before in less than 2 weeks. And that was pretty incredible for a program that hadn't had a tradition of winning and is located in a mostly low to middle income neighborhood today. Today, that same program is raising a lot more. So much more, in fact, that they literally can't spend it all and have had to build up and have a relatively substantial savings. Quite a problem, I know. Program numbers have also increased pretty significantly too. So have the number of fans in the stands. But perhaps the most rewarding thing for me was to see the program begin winning. In fact, we went to state for the first time since 1989 in both 2005 and 2006, and went to the state quarterfinals in 2007, 2009, and again in 2012. And we were state champions, or state runners-up, in 2010. And there's just a couple more things that program needs to get in place and do, and if they do, I can assure you and them that it's going to result in making many more state championship appearances and winning them in the coming years. And I really like to think, in fact, I know that my assistance contributed pretty significantly to the program's newfound success. That's the kind of impact that a Better Booster Club can and should have on the arts or athletic activity that you're in charge of or part of at your high school. It goes well beyond providing the additional funding your program or activity may need. It can also elevate forever your program's performance and prestige and really transform your program and participants into sustained winners. For many years now, I've also been asked to share this unique expertise, but until recently, I've always declined, I've always resisted. I'd always wanted and been willing to give back and to teach others what I know so that they too can have the kind of winning and rewarding experience that my son and I had when we were in high school. But quite frankly, I just didn't have the time. I'm too busy. I've got a very successful business. Yet when I started reading about the severity of school budget cuts and how high schools are having to cut back or curtail funding and even drop various arts and athletic programs altogether, I knew I had to make time and act. So for the past couple of years, I've been developing some really exciting informational products, a special online database just for Booster Club use, and even an entire business that's solely devoted to helping high school booster clubs like yours and the important activities you support to realize your true potential. One of the products I've developed that I'm really very pleased with and proud of is this comprehensive e-course entitled How to Build a Better Boosters Club and the Secrets to Raising More Money and Achieving Greater Success for Your High School Arts or Athletic Program than ever before. It's not only the most comprehensive, it's also the only course available of its kind. You can only find it and get it from me. This special e-course is an action-packed 13-module online training program that teaches the timeless principles that I've learned and developed that will help you to raise more money and achieve even greater success for the program that you're part of starting today. You'll learn the most effective and reliable tactics that have always worked and still do today. The how of building a more effective boosters and arts or athletic program. You'll also learn from the principles that make these tactics work. You'll learn the principles that make these tactics work so well, or the why. These 13 modules consist of several hours of video training, plus a course workbook and note-taking guide that you can use throughout the course to take notes in. You can listen online, download the videos to your computer for your initial training and ongoing use and review. They're yours to keep and something that you and your program will continue to use and benefit for many years to come. And you'll be able to take what you learn and implement and start to benefit from it immediately. Here's an overview of what you're going to learn in the course. In Module 1, the introductory component, you're going to learn a little bit more about my story and how I've come to know about and build more successful arts and athletic programs from actual examples of programs that I've been a part of, helped, or observed. We'll also review what we're going to be covering in the rest of the course and the many ways that your booster club and the arts or athletic program that you're part of is going to benefit. In Module 2, entitled Changing Your Attitude and Approach, you'll discover how modest changes in your attitude and approach can make dramatic differences in program results. We'll cover the key things that you absolutely must do to assure that your booster club and the important arts or athletic activity that you support will realize its full potential. In Module 3, entitled Organizing or Reorganizing Your Booster Club for Great or Greater Success, you'll learn how to structure or restructure your booster club for improved performance. We'll cover whether you should have individual booster clubs or a single booster club for all of your school's arts or athletic activities. And we'll talk about the important committees and positions that you must have and how to organize and formalize them for continuity and greater efficiency and continued success. In Module 4, entitled Buying and Building Your Prospect Database, you'll discover the importance of a good database and how to buy and or build one for your booster club and cause. We'll cover the problems with and limitations of most high school booster club databases today. We'll talk about the benefits of a professionally developed database. I'm going to share a list with you of recommended software programs and the pros and cons of each. We'll talk about how to research and build a comprehensive prospect or constituent list for your organization quickly and inexpensively. Then in Module 5, entitled Documenting Your Needs and Dreams, you're going to learn about how to develop and prioritize a list of your program needs and dreams and how to use this information in your various fundraising activities so that you can raise substantially more money for your cause. I'm going to share with you how to distinguish between itemize, prioritize, define, or ascertain cost estimates for your program needs and dreams. We'll discuss how to go about setting reaching but realistic goals. We'll show you how to develop an annual case for support and a catalog or list of gift opportunities that you can and should use in your various fundraising endeavors to attract even more and more major gifts. In Module 6, we're going to cover recruiting volunteers. And you're going to discover in that module the importance of seeking and securing a large quantity of quality and qualified volunteers to aid you in conducting your activities for your cause. We'll cover how to identify and structure your board and other needed volunteer committees and positions. We'll talk about the importance of and show you how to develop a summary and detailed job description for each role or position. And we'll walk you through how to identify and recruit the right leaders, the right workers for your board, your committees, and the important individual positions within. And I'm going to share with you the best ways, the most effective and efficient ways to recruit people for the various committees and positions that are involved. In Module 7, we're going to talk about conducting an annual membership drive, and you're going to learn about what I've come to know as one of the easiest and most effective ways to raise a significant sum annually and on an ongoing basis for your booster club and cause through an annual membership drive. In this module, we're going to share with you who you should reach out to and ask for membership gifts each year. We'll talk about what levels of giving work best and attract more and maximum gifts. I'll share with you how to name each level of membership giving appropriately. I'll also discuss what motivating and low-cost and no-cost benefits you can and should offer to attract many more and maximum gifts. I'll also cover how to efficiently address or effectively address any initial pushback that you might get and actually can expect. Finally, we'll talk about how to organize and conduct your annual membership appeal for maximum effectiveness. I'm going to share with you my suggested timetable, the timetable that I've used over and over again to conduct effective appeal activities. I'm also going to give you some simple additional no or low cost tips on how to boost your appeal's effectiveness. In Module 8, another really important module, we're going to talk about conducting an annual advertising drive or appeal. And in Module 8, you're going to discover another of the easiest and most effective, yet most underutilized ways to raise a significant sum annually for your cause and on an ongoing basis for your cause, namely through an annual advertising sponsorship appeal. In this module, we're going to cover how to get ready for your appeal and research potential sources of support. We'll talk about how to identify and price various sponsorship and advertising opportunities in order to achieve maximum sales and supportiveness. We'll discuss the importance of putting together a quality proposal packet or media kit and how to assemble all of its critical contents. And I'll review with you step by step a suggested timeline for organizing and implementing your appeal for peak effectiveness. Finally, I'm going to share with you in Module 8 a simple end of appeal tack that you can and should use that will literally net you thousands of additional dollars for your cause. In Module 9, entitled Promoting Special Gifts, you're going to learn how to attract extra and extraordinary gifts. I'm going to share how to generate many additional gifts throughout the year from people's gifts to others. We'll discuss a simple way to generate major gifts to help fund your ordinary and your extraordinary needs. And we'll talk about how to stimulate long-term gifts that will perpetuate a person's giving long after they're no longer here. In Module 10, entitled Developing a Highly Profitable Booster Club Store, I'm going to cover how to find a temporary and or permanent Booster Club store location. We're also going to discuss how to pick and purchase and price and promote Booster Club merchandise most effectively so that you're going to maximize sales and profits and limit excess inventory and expense. In Module 11, entitled Developing a Quality Booster Club Website, you're going to discover how to plan and design and maximize visits to and profits from your Booster Club website. We'll talk about how to select the right host and domain name and the best package price. We'll talk about the importance of attractive website design and having the right content that's going to attract many more visitors among all of your various constituencies multiple times throughout the year. And we'll discuss how to develop online sign-up for volunteer opportunities and how to effectively promote and procure membership and advertising commitments and sell fan merchandise through your website. In Module 12, entitled Critical Communications and Cultivations Activities, we'll review two groups of prospects rarely cultivated, rarely communicated with, or asked to give that really hold the key to realizing your potential. We'll discuss the 4 essential communications tools that you absolutely have to have and use. And we'll review 6 super special events that will help cultivate lifelong relationships and allegiances to your cause. And finally, in Module 13, the conclusion module, we're going to tie it all together. And we're going to summarize the key concepts that we've covered and show you how together they'll work toward the betterment of your booster club and your arts and athletic program or athletic program now and forever. I've also put together an extensive and impressive list of bonus gifts that I'm going to share or offer you for a limited amount of time. They consist of incredible template materials that's going to help you to organize or reorganize your booster club quickly and efficiently and effectively, and run the most efficient and effective volunteer and membership and advertising appeals. I'm also going to have a special surprise bonus for you that I'm going to be sharing with you. In my first bonus gift, I'm going to give you our Booster Club organization and reorganization templates, a $3,500 value, which is going to help you to organize or reorganize your booster club both quickly and correctly so that you'll be focused on doing all the right things in the best ways possible year after year. You're going to get a focused yet all-encompassing mission statement that you can use, a template for that, for your cause. You'll also receive a fill-in-the-blank template for your Articles of Incorporation, an important legal document that you have to have on file in every state, or at least in your state, I should say. And finally, you're going to get our Booster Club bylaws template that will assure that your booster club is structured properly and is doing all of the right things that are going to assure your optimal results and your ultimate and continued success. With my second bonus gift, I'm going to give you our volunteer appeal templates, an $18,000 value, where you're going to get to use the tools and templates that are going to help you to recruit more and better Booster Club volunteers, people with the time and skills that you actually need to take your program to a new level of effectiveness. Here's what this incredible bonus package includes. It includes a fill-in-the-blank template for job descriptions for your boards, committees, and the various positions within. It includes a pre-designed catalog and list of volunteer opportunities that you can and should use to list and describe all of the various ways that people are and or can get involved and volunteer their time and talents to your cause. This booklet also has a template form that people can use to fill in their particular aptitudes and availability and interests. It also has a template form that you can use to capture people's volunteer interests and other commitments, and or their commitments, I should say. It also includes various volunteer appeal letter templates that you can and should use in your volunteer recruitment efforts. With my third bonus gift, I'm going to give you our incredible membership appeal pack template, or your map to success, which is a $15,000 value that's going to give you everything you need to run a really highly effective annual membership appeal that will literally bring in tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars eventually for your cause. You're going to get a sample agenda together with a letter and follow-up email template inviting parents of program participants to a special parent-participant orientation meeting where, among other things, you're going to make the case for and ask for parents' membership gifts. You'll receive a fill-in-the-blank template for a membership flyer or brochure that explains your various Booster Club membership levels and benefits. You'll get a fill-in-the-blank follow-up letter template that you'll use to send to parents who have not yet responded to your appeal and others on the list making the case for and asking for their new or renewed improved annual membership gifts. You'll also get sample follow-up phone scripts that you can use and should use in a special annual follow-up phone-a-thon that I strongly recommend that you do each year. And you'll get our recommended final appeal letter template, as well as a template for an acknowledgement letter that I suggest that you use, which includes a simple but super effective request that will result in many more Booster Club members and gifts. Now, with my fourth bonus, you're going to get our incredible advertising sponsorship appeal pack, which is an $18,000 value. And it's literally going to give you all the materials that you need to run an awesomely successful advertising sponsorship appeal each year, where you're going to approach businesses asking them for their gifts in a way that's a win-win for everyone and brings significant benefits to both you and to them. These materials are also going to help you to literally raise tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars each year, which can help you do even greater things for your cause. With this bonus gift, you're going to get an appeal letter template to send to past and prospective sponsors. You're going to also receive a pre-designed detailed template of a catalog or list of potential advertising and sponsorship opportunities, and a sponsorship and advertising order form or commitment sheet. You're also going to receive templates for important follow-up and acknowledgement letters to send, and a system that includes a simple, super way to get many more gifts and dollars of advertising sponsorship support each year. And with bonus gift number 5, you're just going to have to wait. You'll be getting my super special surprise bonus that I'll announce to you just as soon as you enroll in the course. What I can and will tell you about this special bonus now is this. It equates the value of the entire course. It's truly that valuable and impressive. So now you're probably at the point where you're wondering, what's all this going to cost us or me? Well, I normally charge my clients well over $50,000 for the kind of advice and template materials that I'm going to be sharing with you. And to be honest, even if you were to invest that entire sum, it would be worth every penny and even more. But you're not going to have to invest anywhere near that sum, really, for what amounts to a lifetime of my experience in helping groups just like yours raise substantially more money with less effort and achieve the pinnacle of their potential. In fact, the cost of the course is only $397. Now, I know that that's not necessarily cheap, but to be honest, good things never are. But it is a tremendous value considering the quality and comprehensive nature of the information you're going to get, the additional sums you're going to raise, and the kind of positive and prolonged impact that this program is going to have on your booster group and program now and forever. If it's easier too, you can invest in the course in 3 installments and make monthly investments of just $147 each. And if you still think that's too much, consider what the cost of not having this program is, which is far greater in terms of lost time, lost money, and lost potential. So if I were you, I would do whatever it takes to get this course, whether it means borrowing or budgeting the money to get it, or joining with other supporters to purchase it as a group. It's truly that worthwhile and important. And think of it this way. The investment that you will make is really only drop in the bucket compared to the benefits that are going to start flowing your way immediately and indefinitely as a result of having and implementing this course and its contents year after year. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what others have had to say. I've got a couple of testimonials. One is from Jeff Erdman, the head football coach at Rosemount High School in Rosemount, Minnesota, the team and school that my son played for and attended. Here's what Jeff had to say about my assistance. Michael Walsh helped us to reorganize our Booster Club and Booster Club efforts over 4 years ago now. And the ideas and ideals he shared and the programs he set up for us continue to benefit our Booster Club and football program today. Not only has he helped us to raise substantially more money, but we also have a stronger feeder program and fan base than we've ever had before. These efforts also undoubtedly helped our on-field performance too. In fact, our kids now feel that they're special and that they're part of something special, which they definitely are. They've developed a winner's attitude, which is due in no small measure to what the Boosters Club has done for us and has enabled us to do. Listen to and learn from Michael Walsh. He can, without question, help your program and booster organization too. Here's another testimonial from Scott Schoaf, the Booster Club president at the time and now an employee of mine. Scott said, "I served as president of the Booster Club and asked Michael Walsh to help us with our fundraising efforts. His wisdom and work literally transformed us from losers to winners in every respect. In fact, I've seen and believe in Michael's work so much that I joined his company and am happily helping him and others to achieve their potential as well." As they say, the proof is in the pudding. And these people are super happy, just like you're going to be. You'll also be backed and protected by our incredible 90-day risk-free money-back guarantee, which says that if for any reason you're not happy with the course, you can return it within 90 days and receive a full refund of all the sums you've invested. That's a full 90 days that you have to go through every nook and cranny of the course, to listen to the videos, to take and review notes in our comprehensive workbook, and to put into practice many of the suggestions using the bonus materials and templates that you'll have that I'm providing to you for a very limited time. And if during that time you ever feel that the program isn't worth it and isn't worth every penny that you've invested in it, simply return it and I'll give you a full refund. It's really that simple and can't really be any fairer and more risk-free. I'm sure you'd agree. So I guess the question now is, what are you waiting for? You have absolutely nothing to lose and a whole heck of a lot to gain. So don't listen to me or delay even for one more second. In fact, enroll now by clicking on the Enroll Now button below right away. You and the important arts or athletic activity that you're part of is definitely going to thank you for it and will be forever grateful for what you did. Remember too that you can only get this product and information from me. It's not available from anyone else or anywhere else, but you can get access to this program and start to review and benefit from its contents immediately. So click the Enroll Now button below and enroll today. Thanks for listening, and remember that I always and in all ways wish you and your program nothing but the best and incredible sustained success. Thanks again for listening today, and I'll see you in the course.